Welcome to The Wealthiest, where you will learn the ins and outs about the world's elite, how they live and how they spend their accumulated wealth. Let's get started. A politician and businessman, Vladimir Putin, with a huge $210 billion net worth. Mr. Vladimir Putin began his political career in 1992, and he is currently one of the most adored and respected politicians in the world. Do you want to know the stupidly expensive things Vladimir Putin owns? Stay tuned to the video and find out. Italian suits. First, we have his collection of expensive Italian suits from his favorite brands, Kitten and Brioni, which start at $10,000. He is the man in black, so it makes sense. But due to Russia's chilly climate, his $21,000 Loro Piana jacket frequently hides his suit, preventing you from seeing it. As he delivered a statement about halting genocide and defending universal principles while sporting that stunning look, his jacket stole the show. Some say Putin is a sharp dresser with expensive taste. I can see why they say that. Watch collection. His watch collection is the next most expensive item on him after his designer clothing. He is a world leader, and therefore it makes sense that he would have a collection of watches worth over $1 million. Well, that is a little ironic given that his official yearly salary is $187,000. The magnificent, limited edition Blancpain watch, which costs $11,000, is the first item on the list. Despite being a favorite of his, it is said that he gifted this watch to a production worker in 2009. He can occasionally rock this rock if he decides to go blue. The blue chronograph from FP Journe, which retails for over $100,000, is almost as much as his yearly wage. The most unfathomably insane watch he possesses out of his entire watch collection is a long and sewn horograph that costs $470,000. That is around 3 to 4 times his reported yearly income. Even though Putin wears the most expensive watches, he is famous for being constantly late. He arrived at the Vatican an hour late for his meeting with Pope Francis. Even Putin's ex-wife Vladimir Putin voiced her unhappiness about his hour-late arrival on their first dates. I guess he wears a watch for a status symbol versus being able to tell time and being prompt to his important occasions. Cars. Believed to own over 700 private cars in Putin's car collection. It covers the gamut from bulletproof limousines to off-road vehicles. His preferable car to be driven in is the Aura Senate, cost $1.2 million. This vehicle is not only fast but also sleek in all black. Putin prefers to spend the majority of his time in the back of his limousine. A top-speed car can do over 150 miles per hour without hesitation. The Gazelle limousine, worth $160,000, which was made specifically for Putin himself. He actually prefers lower-end priced vehicles, like the Mercedes ML500, retail $45,000. He does have a love for high-end fast sport cars, those seen in the Fast and Furious, Ferrari, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Bugatti, and Lamborghini, an accumulation valued over $50 million. Some of his private collection is stored in garages throughout 18 estates that Putin owns. Super Bowl ring. Speaking of presents, one of the most infamous ones Vladimir Putin received was a $25,000 National Football League Super Bowl ring from Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots. Well, the answer to your question about how someone could give Putin something so priceless, well, the truth is that he didn't. That's right, the wealthy president who has been seen wearing an unsewn watch for a long time technically stole his Super Bowl ring. Yes, stole the ring, meaning it was not being given to Putin to keep but rather try on. Oh well, who is going to tell Putin he cannot have something? Yachts. Now that we've got that out of the way, the former KGB agent still has the seas and the sky to explore, which is why President Putin owns 6 yachts, at least according to the reports. First up is his $570 million super yacht, the Scheherazade. From the outside, the yacht is all white and as large as a cruise ship, but only those inside the luxurious yacht know that everything is made of gold, including the self-leveling pool table and even the tiled dance floor that lowers to become a swimming pool. Roman Abramovich, an oligarch who also owns the Chelsea Football Club, gave him a $35 million yacht as a gift. He was sighted in a 267-foot super yacht called Elegant that cost $119 million earlier this year off the coast of Estonia. He also owns the $22 million 187-foot mega yacht Olympia. The total value of Putin's fleet of yachts is at about $680 million. Even if the United States takes these yachts, he will simply purchase others, just when you believe his love for the water has come to an end. Putin also owns a submarine that resembles a prop from a James Bond film. He uses this submarine to travel to the ship wreckage off the coast of the Crimean Peninsula. Private jet. If you think that owning super yachts is opulent, compare it to the Flying Kremlin, which, when I say it out, sounds like the name of a Russian superhero. The jumbo private jet he owns, which costs $716 million, is known as the Flying Kremlin. He now has a king-sized bed in addition to the normal opulent jet amenities, as well as a gym, in case he needs to squeeze in a short workout before his next appointment. Oh, and he also has a golden toilet. His private jumbo jet has all the amenities you could possibly think of. A meeting room, a bar stocked with top-shelf whiskeys as Putin spends a lot of time in the private jet. Replica of White House. It's time to take a peek inside his most costly properties now that you've seen what he owns and wears. In the past, Russia had a replica of the White House because becoming president meant living into the large house. It was formerly known as the Konstantinovsky Palace, which Putin lavishly repaired and rebuilt after he moved in. Now that the G8 summits are held here, the presidential mansion is open to visitors. That is his vacation house for the summer. Putin has a secret property portfolio because this is a presidential residence, not his own home. Secret properties. One of his most recent residences is thought to have cost $308 million and is situated in the Moscow forest. Using Google Earth, we can observe a pond, helicopter landing pads, stables, a football field, and other features. Novo-Agora Bowl, Moscow Kremlin, a secluded retreat in Siberia, a vacation home in Viborg, and a lake house in St. Petersburg are a few of his private, but not entirely private, residences. Due to its rebuilding, following the devastating fire in 1996, Mr. Putin described how he rushed to the balcony, climbed over the railing, grabbed some sheets, and started to drop himself. He completed all of this while standing in the Russian sauna known as a banya, while completely nude. Do you think a video of Putin being naked would go viral? I would rather not find out. Black Sea Mansion. His Black Sea Mansion, also known as Putin's Palace, is the most prized property in his whole portfolio. It costs $1.3 billion. To give you some perspective on its enormity, it is almost 39 times the size of Monaco. When you move around this $1 billion mega mansion, you'll notice gold, gold, and more gold. There is enough room in its opulent dining room to accommodate every oligarch in Russia. This is a lot considering that dining room chairs typically cost $13,300. If you enter his room, you'll see a bed that costs $16,400, while this dresser costs $19,700. Following that is the purple velvet upholstered gilded chaise lounge, which costs $10,000. The dining room furniture in question is valued at $500,000, according to NDTV. A $54,000 bar table and $1,250 toilet roll holders for that golden body. You can understand why billionaire Elon Musk asserted in a Business Insider interview that Putin is substantially wealthier than he is. Yet billionaires like Elon Musk are just like Putin in that they spend their money on extravagant purchases. Elon Musk has a $1 million submersible car, Bill Gates has a $25 million island, and Jeff Bezos has a $42 million watch. Wow, that is a lot of wealth. We appreciate you watching our video and hope you'll check out our next video to find out how billionaires use their wealth. Please remember to subscribe and like to our channel, The Wealthiest. Comment below your favorite thing that Vladimir Putin owns. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next video. Until then, dream big.